Hello, I'm Full Paragon, and this is your guide to the New Year's banner for 2023. April Fool's, I guess. This is a limited banner. The units on this banner will not be available after this banner ends for some time and will only be rerun occasionally on other special limited banners. The units here are Wind Element, Wiz and Vanier are 4-star units, and there is also a Union on the banner who is a 3-star. The Welfare is a Lightning Iris. The first unit on this banner is the second Win Wiz, but don't worry, this one is much better than Kenpo Wiz. Starting off, she has a Tier 2 weakness debuff. This is a great ability. Now, she isn't the first weakness debuffer in Wind. That would be Idle Cosma, and Wiz won't totally replace Idle Cosma. In many cases, he will continue to be better. However, this Wiz also has a Magic Party buff trait. 3% to wind damage and 3% to magic damage. If you're running Festival Chris, you'll probably want to run PJ Melissa instead. But many players don't have PJ Melissa, so this is a great opportunity to get a powerful wind party buff. She's really close to being a must-have. If you don't have either Idle Cosma or PJ Melissa, I would say you definitely need to get Wiz. And even if you already have them, she's not only a great alternative, but there'll be many times where she's superior to Cosma. It'll be 50-50 as to which you'll run, but they're both great units. And then we have New Year's Vanier. Aside from looking very dapper in his new kimono, this is an extremely solid unit. Festival Chris does a lot, but one thing she doesn't do is have much in the way of defense or provide herself with alt gauge charge. Vanier does both. 20% alt gauge charge, already great, but a tier 2 earth damage cut is exactly what Chris wants to have so that she can last longer in the fight. He also has 2 really excellent ults, and it's kind of a toss-up as to which you want to use. His first ult not only debuffs agility on the boss, but also provides Vanier with a tier 3 magic attack buff. I'll note that Chris provides both physical and magic buffs, so you don't always have to run that. Vanier's other ult provides him with a tier 2 agility buff and does a tier 3 magic defense down on the boss. Which one you'll use? Kinda depends. It will be up to you to determine which will work best, although if you're running more mages, you'll probably want the magic debuff, whereas it's always relevant to have an agility down on the boss. Either way you slice it, this is a great unit, and you will really want to have Vanier in your roster. He's awesome. Union's New Year resolution is, of course, to make some friends. Good luck with that, sweetheart. While this is a 3-star Union, she's actually superior to the 4-star Onsen Union, who's also of the Wind Element. That's because Onsen Union has 2 weird HP conditional skills, one with high HP and one with low HP, while this Union actually has a tier 1 agility buff. As a 3-star, her stats are a little lower, and she's definitely inferior to other options in Wind, but for a 3-star, she's fairly strong, and some players could get some use out of her. She's far from required to pull for on this banner, but if you're pulling for the other units, her rates are a lot higher and you'll likely get her anyway, and there's worse units you could end up with. As for the Welfare unit, who is a Lightning Iris, she's also superior to Casino Iris. A self-tier 2 agility buff is way better than a minor party heal, and as an HP conditional, her other skill will actually hit a little bit harder despite her lowered stats. Still, as I've said before, Iris's time in the sun is setting. She's just not that great of a unit anymore, and she won't really see any use. I will also note that the sprite is not the battle costume you'll see on your Welfare Iris. This is instead from a unreleased unit who will come out sometime later, Yukata Iris. Still, this Iris can be okay in the rear 5 slot, and some players don't have anything else to put there, so she's worth getting and investing in a little bit, and she's free anyway, so why not? The final verdict here is definitely a yes. These are both very strong units, and they're both meta units. However, this is a limited banner, and we had a barrage of really good banners in the form of Festival Chris, and before that, Overlord. So, a lot of people will be tapped out. Do a few pulls here if you get something. They're going to be really solid. The next absolute must-have banner won't be till June, so you'll have about 2 months to save up after this, which should be more than enough to get the quartz you'll need to pull for Festival Iris and Festival Union. Here, you can get 2 very strong win units, and I definitely recommend pulling, especially if you're missing PJ Melissa or Idle Cosma. This is a great limited banner, so get out there and get some awesome units. That's the video. Thanks for watching. I've been doing some badly summarized videos for the new Explosion spin-off anime. Check those out if you have any interest in my interesting brand of humor or the new anime, which I highly recommend watching. It's a fantastic expansion to Konosuba. Good luck pulling on this banner, and check back again soon for more videos and guides.